for those of you that told me to stay in the kitchen, here I am. Today we're cooking without Volk. We're gonna do his Big Mac tacos. I've watched the video about 3-4 times. I think I've got the gist of the recipe. Let's give it a go. We're gonna start off with seasoning our mince. He just salt and peppered it. He had the fancy one as well. I don't have that. We're just gonna pour this in and get our hands dirty. I also asked you guys on Instagram to send through some questions that I can answer while I cook. Cool. This is all mixed in. We're gonna set that aside while we prep the sauce. Set that aside. Wash your hands. All right, hands are washed. We're moving on to the sauce.
First question is from Tommy5322555.
Nice username.
Do you have any MMA training? If not, are you planning on training in the future?
No, so I've done some Muay Thai classes, but have since discovered that my knees do not allow for that. So I'm gonna swap over to boxing. Not competitively or anything, but just so I can get my head around the sport a bit better. Oh shit. Whoops.
This next one comes from Mitus TV. Mitus TV. What was the first fight you got hooked on the sport?
Ooh.
Good question.
Good question. The first fight I got hooked on, I think it would have been like the first, or maybe I think it was Joanna ALY that I can remember, because I was still watching at pubs then. We weren't regularly watching at home. That's the first one that I remember. However, the first card that I watched was Holloway Edgar.
B-Sizzle0, favorite fighter from each weight class and why?
Whoa. Girls and boys?
Just do men.
Just do the men. Okay. All right. Little guys. I'll go Urseg. Brain fart. It's testing me here. Bantamweight, Marab. Featherweight, Volk. Adding more mayo. Lightweight, I'm going to say Poirier? Currently working on the Big Mac sauce. I'm just adjusting. That's what he was doing. He was eyeballing. Welterweight.
Leon, Usman, Bahal, Mohammed, Shavkat.
Who's that? I'm kidding. Usman. Then what, middleweight? Izzy. Light heavyweight, Pereira. And then heavyweight, I have to say my dude, John Jones. Our Big Mac sauce, just about finished. Still feel like it needs more mayo. The color's a bit off. I went a bit dark with the tomato sauce and the relish. Cool. Big Mac sauce done. And then what he did was smush this mince onto the tortillas. Let's make 2. These are some chunky pitters. So these are normal wraps, not tortillas.
Do you bet on fights?
So I post my predictions before every main fight. Whether or not my partner thinks they're good enough to place is on him. But yeah, generally, for a big pay-per-view, we'll play some bets. So now I'm smushing the mince onto the tortilla. I've never done anything like this. I do cook, so I understand the concept of the flavors and what this is supposed to be, but the idea of smushing this mince onto the tortilla is very foreign to me.
Raw Volution MMA. I feel like you are a fresh wind, just like when Nina popped up, and believe you are going to be big.
Not a question, but thank you. Fresh wind, like a fart? Someone said I'm like fresh wind. Sounds like a fart.
Same, Raw Volution MMA. What kind of man tells another woman to stay in the kitchen? Pathetic.
Ha! Patties are done. Patties are done? Tortillas are done.
The Hound 94. What got you interested into MMA? And do you train yourself? Kitchen place for champs only, obviously.
What got me into MMA? I grew up around combat sports with my dad boxing. My mum did classes too. And so it was natural for me to fall in love with the UFC. My partner introduced me to it watching one of the pay-per-views, and then it was during lockdown that I was able to, watch older fights and get into the sport a bit more, and then fell in love with it ever since. We're gonna take this over to the stove now. Time to cook these tortillas. So we're gonna wait for this to heat up before we put the tortillas down, meat side down. Oh, I opened this like an idiot. I hate when I do that. When something's meant to be easy open and you cut it anyway. Now I've ruined the seal. Hob should be hot. Let's take these over. I'll do one at a time. All right, we're gonna go meat side down. Oh yeah. Let's get this cheese prepped. All right, we're gonna do 2 slices of cheese on each. And then we're gonna top it off with our Big Mac sauce, pickles, and then we've got shredded lettuce and onion. And because this is a UFC loved video, we're gonna top it off with some Poirier hot sauce as well. Ooh, listen to that. Listen to that sizzle. You want it to be nice and brown. You've kept it thin, so it doesn't need to be on there for too long, and it's beef as well, but because it's burger inspired, you want to get those crisp edges. People think I sound British. That's offensive. How can I be British if I say no? This should hopefully be nice and brown. Woo! And then we're going to put, so it did shrivel a bit, but that's fine because we're going to cover it with cheese anyway. Let that melt. Maybe two's too much. Right. Gonna cook the other one. Bam. While that one's cooking, I'm gonna stack this one up. So we go lettuce. Actually, let's go sauce first. So we've got our sauce on. We're gonna do lettuce, bit of onion for that tang. We love pickles in this house. And then a bit of hot sauce, courtesy of the Diamond. Cool. I'm gonna bring in my taste tester now to try. This is what the bad boy looks like. I'll take the first bite, which now I'm nervous about how much hot sauce I put on. Ooh. Mmm. That's a Big Mac. Don't lose the pickle. Pretty good. Yum. Good one, Volk. Yum. I'm going to finish this. Thanks for watching. Like, subscribe, comment, follow me on Instagram, and let me know what recipe you'd like me to cook without Volk next.